Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillodahl, Director of Media Relations and Broadcasting. The expansion continues, a home-and-home series this weekend. On Friday, the Magicians were at home. Unfortunately, it was a 4-1 loss. Mario Bianchi had the first goal for the Minnesota Magicians. It was a power play goal. Thomas Delaney and Jack Weiss picking up assists. You see Bianchi on the blue line just ripping one of the twine as Bianchi picks up a power play goal. Cooley Region answers back on the power play. It's Blake Kelly, the Woodbury native, picking up the assist for the Chill is Brogan Rafferty. Into the second period, another power play goal for the Chill. This time it's veteran James McKing, Richard Zaynal, and Jesse Tredenik collecting the assists as the Chill led 2-1 after 2 periods. In the third period, Adam Lovick getting the goal, Mac Jansen and Eddie Matsushima assisting for the Cooley Region. The final goal was an empty netter. The Magicians pulling the goaltender, and Gordon Wells getting the goal. Assisting was Blake Kelly. So a loss on Friday night. Saturday night, the Magicians traveled to Onalaska, Wisconsin at the Omni Center to wrap up the 2-game set. The Magicians and the Chill scoreless after 1 frame of action. In the middle period, Blake Kelly gets a power play goal, assisting Eddie Matsushima and Brogan Rafferty as Cooley Region led 1-0. Then it was Will Johnson, the Air Force recruit for the Minnesota Magicians, picking up assists, the Finnish native E2 Karvonen, and Mario Bianchi collecting an assist. Then it was Brogan Rafferty scoring the next 2 goals for the Chill. The first one, James McKing getting an assist, and Andre Zaynal getting an assist. Rafferty's second goal was shorthanded, and Eddie Matsushima had the assist on the second Rafferty goal. And in the third period, the Magicians trying to come back from a 3-1 score. The captain, assistant captain, Derek Kuchera, scoring a goal. E2 Karvonen setting up Mario Bianchi, and Bianchi feeds to the front as Derek Kuchera gets the goal. That was an even strength goal. And then Cooley Region rounding out the scoring for them on the weekend. Adam Lovick getting an empty net goal. Mac Jansen and Eddie Matsushima collecting assists. On the weekend, not the best numbers. The Magicians do get a power play goal. Mario Bianchi picking up 3 points on the weekend. He was involved in all three goals on the weekend. So a good weekend for number 15, as he's now tied for 4th on the hockey club in points. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillodahl alongside rookie forward Chris McKenzie. Chris, just talking a little bit about your career. When did it become apparent for you? When did you realize that you could play at a level like the North American Hockey League?
Well, it all started my junior year when we went to the state tournament, and even there it was a lot faster. And then after the state tournament, I made the Elite League, and that was a lot faster than high school. And then my senior year, I just kept talking to buddies about, maybe we're going to move on and play the next level. And then that summer after my senior year, I tried out for a couple different teams and was fortunate enough to make it here.
Talk a little bit about that. Final camp, the team gets picked. They go on a bus to go to the bowling alley. First team event. Talk a little bit about why you weren't on the bus, although originally you were supposed to be on the bus.
I spell my name a lot different than a lot of people with the name Chris, and they really butchered my name, and I didn't know it was me, so I sent an email to the coaching staff asking what I could do better and why I didn't make the team, and then they were scrambling, calling me and asking me where I was, why I wasn't on the bus, and it was just all a huge miscommunication.
But good when you realized that you were one of the 23 that were picked out of more than 300.
Exactly.
Talk a little bit about growing up in northern Minnesota. There's a lot of guys from the Duluth area up to Bemidji on the north side making it at the next level. Talk about growing up in the Duluth, Two Harbors area. Obviously hockey's huge up there.
Yeah, I spent a lot of days on the outdoor rink, and I know a lot of the buddies that have gone on to play the next level have done the same thing, spending time on the outdoor rinks, on lakes, on ponds, on rivers, and it's just a blast growing up where it's cold and you live on 2 lakes, and the third one's not far away. That's rather large.
Talk about being one of the Minnesota products. Obviously, it's junior hockey, so the teams are allowed to have 4 imports. Obviously, E2, Ate, they're not from this area. But talk about playing with some of the international kids and just a lot wider range. You're not just playing in the Minnesota State High School League anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like, you have to adapt a lot quicker, and you have to kind of learn to understand their accents, and the way they talk is kind of funny, and you laugh a little bit, but it's all the same when you get on the rink. They all know what they're doing. They all play their role as well.
And how about the relocation? Again, you're a Minnesota product, but you're not around your family every day like you have been growing up, obviously in Duluth, a couple hours away. Living here in the Twin Cities, how is that?
It's a blast. It really allows you to grow up a lot faster than most people, allows you to mature and become yourself. Hockey is a game where you develop as a hockey player, but as a person as well.
Real quick here, just talking about the Woes. Last weekend it was a great sweep. You know, the Magicians pick up 2 games at home. They beat the Brookings Blizzard. This weekend wasn't the greatest. Just 3 goals scored on the 2 games. How do you overcome something like that? What's it going to be like around the club this week?
Well, we got the Wilderness on Wednesday, so it's going to be a short week of practice, Monday, Tuesday, and we just got to get back after it, and hopefully we can get a couple bounces going our way.
Real quick before we go here, Jimmy Lillodahl alongside rookie forward Chris McKenzie. Chris, talk about playing at this level. I ask a lot of the rookies. Obviously, you put up some real good numbers in the Minnesota State High School League. You made the Elite League. You played real well in the state tournament. It's a different breed here. You're playing with 20-year-old men. Obviously, it's a lot quicker. How do you feel you've adjusted to that?
I feel like the first couple of weeks, 5-10 games, were kind of like, holy cow, what have I gotten into? And then after that, you kind of slowly start to adjust, and I noticed my speed was improved just in the first couple of practices, and it's just crazy how fast you can adjust.
Chris, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Chris McKenzie, rookie forward, Minnesota Magicians. Thanks for taking the time, folks. A big thanks to Chris McKenzie for stopping by and speaking to us. Chris McKenzie, always great to speak to. Gives a great interview, and you want to thank him for taking the time before practice here. On Wednesday, the Magicians take on the Cloquet Wilderness. If you want to travel north to check that one out, it's just a couple hours north. If you can't make it there, we encourage you to check out the broadcast on fasthockey.com. A lot of the fans getting HDMI cables and hooking that through their computer so they can watch it in their living room. Kind of a nice deal. If you haven't checked out any of their broadcasts this season, we encourage you to do so. On Saturday, the Magicians play home and home this weekend. On Saturday, they're here at home. The first couple hundred fans will get an ice scraper, so make sure you're one of those couple hundred. The Magicians will take on the Chill this Saturday. And then next Friday, a big event. It's the Teddy Toss. You can bring your new teddy bears to the rink when the Magicians score their first goal. The ice will be littered with the teddy bears. We're going to deliver those teddy bears to the Children's Hospital, so a neat deal there. If you want to get involved in that one, just bring a teddy bear to the game on the 20th of December, and you can toss that on the ice when we score our first goal. Pink Night's coming up if you want to get involved in that, 612-861-9356. And just a reminder to check out the Facebook page. We're doing a lot of trivia questions. If you want your chance to win some tickets as well, you can check us out on Twitter. We update that throughout the day at MNMagiciansNAHL. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. So long, everybody.